Hello everyone, happy Sunday, March 15th, the Ides of March, the anniversary of when Julius Caesar was stabbed to death. That's why it's the Ides of March. Okay, so what have I been up to? Let's see. Making lots of baby hats. Baby. Okay, so I have done a total of 10 hats. And you know, I did the bunting. And it's done in peach and white. So I made a little hat, you can see, to match that peach and white. It's just in this same bag with the bunting. And then, you know, I had like 4 pairs of little baby booties, but they didn't match anything. They just were miscellaneous pairs of baby booties. So I made it a point to make matching hats for those booties. So let's see, the first little pair I'm going to show you, of course, is these little ladybug ones. And so I made a little ladybug hat to go with it. Okay. Then I had these little gray ones with the little flowers on them. So I made this little gray hat to match them. Use the rattling. Okay, and then I had these little, let me fluff them up a little bit. Okay, these little booties like this. This is made with the bonbon yarn that I don't have anymore. And so I, made this little hat to go with it. And then last but not least of the 4 pairs of booties. And my niece is having a girl, by the way, but, you know, colors are colors are colors. So I had these little blue booties, and I made a little blue hat to go with them. Okay, so that is my baby, oh, well, those are the sets with the booties. Then I have some other hats, and you'll have to forgive me if I showed this in a previous video. This is my 3rd attempt to try to make this video. Just nothing wrong with the first 2 attempts. It's just I never got it posted. So here we go again. Okay, so that's a total of 5 hats, 4 of which have booties to go with them, and 1 of which matches the bunting. And then I have 5 more just hats. And then I'm calling it a day on the baby stuff. So here's a little pink hat. And this flower has like gold on the edge. Okay, here's a little green hat with a little rosette. And all these appliques I purchased from China. I'm not buying from China at the moment only because I think that the shipping will just take an enormous amount of time. I just think things are kind of blocked up right now. Okay, this one is cream colored, and this is actually made with some of the yarn that Linda, Just a Crochet Sister, sent me as some of the Stylecraft yarn. And this is sort of a minty green and white, and the baby's colors that my niece picked out, some is minty green. So this hat will be good to wear for even when the baby's a little bit bigger than newborn. And this hat, this final one that I'm going to show you, is not for the newborn, but you know, the baby's head will be a little bit bigger when they're like 7.5 months old at Christmas, and even for the following Christmas. So I made this little hat, and it's made with yarn bees, it's a metallic yarn from Hobby Lobby. So the red, the white, and the green are all the metallic, and then this fuzzy part at the bottom is Pipsqueak. So, little fashionista baby. Okay, so hold on a second while I just get all these aside because they are just taking up a lot of room here. Okay, so I have also now made I think about 15 of these using this Craft Smart pink coral yarn. I have this much and then a full skein left, and if anybody has a skein of this and they want to sell it to me, please let me know. You can't buy it in the store anymore. It's discontinued. They say it's still on clearance, but yeah, they don't have any at Michael's, so they haven't had it for a year. I wish they would just take it off their website if they're not going to carry it. So anyhow, yeah. Okay, so one of the colors that's in this is kind of a limey green, but it's a very pale limey green. But Joann's, I think it was just this past week, had this one day of free shipping no matter how small your order. So I said, perfect. And this order just came today. I got 5 skeins of this. And normally I don't even buy this type of yarn. I don't buy Caron Simply Soft because I'm not crazy about it. But the last granny square blanket that I put together, which was pink and it had sort of this maroon border and edge, and that was done with Caron Simply Soft Autumn Red. And I really liked the way that it worked up for putting the squares together and for the border. So I said, okay, I'm going to find a color that's kind of limey green and put it with this. So what I ended up doing was Caron Simply Soft, and the color is Limelight. So these two are going to go together. This is going to be the border around all the squares and the border, the shell border around the blanket. So this will actually go with these squares. So yeah, I have 5 skeins because it takes almost 5 skeins just to do the borders because you're using 2 strands at once. And yeah, the border of the blanket. So yeah, I got my 5 skeins today. That's all I ordered from Joann's. Yep. Okay, so what else? Well, it has been raining here, and raining and raining, and I'm just going to keep talking and putting some of these things away. So I haven't gotten out much in the last week or so because really it's just been pouring rain. I mean, when you look on the LA weather and all you see is rain, yeah, that's all we got. And that was like 10 days straight of rain, which, I mean, what, are we like Portland now or Seattle? But today it was supposed to be raining all day, and it's not raining at all, but it's supposed to start tonight again. So in the meantime, I have also been listing some little We Forest Folk on eBay, which I do for my landlady. I sell for her. And but every now and then I pull one aside because she gives me a 20% discount if I want them. And I have a very small collection of them. But this one is one I've always wanted, so I pulled it out of the stash. And it's called Tea for 3. And I will, let's see if I can get it to focus. Come on, focus for me. Okay. Well, it's got the mouse and Raggedy Ann and a little teddy bear in a high chair, all having tea together. That's not showing it. I'll take a picture and show it. Yeah, so that's like one of my favorites. I will put that aside and I'll put up a picture of it right here. Now see, isn't that just as cute as can be? So, yeah. Now, I have also been working on the granny square blanket that has the Icelandic yarn in it. And you know, I think in my last video I showed the Icelandic yarn that I had gotten off eBay, but let me tell you, that's already gone. So, I mean, I used the last little bit of it in the middle of this, and now I just have like this turquoise and white. So I have 8 more squares to make, and I will just be doing those with some of the colors in the Icelandic yarn. I don't think I'm going to buy any more Icelandic yarn to complete the blanket, but yeah. And I'll be doing the borders of that in white, because I think they'll just look cool, no pun intended. Oh, and let's see, I'm just like all over the place today. Yeah, I'm touching my face, get over it. On Friday, I went to see the movie Emma. I hope you all get a chance to see it because it's just absolutely delightful. Went to the theater. I actually had a free ticket. My local grocery store, not connected to Kroger or Safeway, had this special offer if you bought 4 of this product or product line that you could get a free movie ticket. And well, some of the product line was yogurt, and I don't eat a lot of yogurt, so I ended up getting the creamer, 4 of the creamers. Now the thing is that I already had 5 of that creamer in my refrigerator because there had just been a recent offer of I think if you bought 5, the price went down to $1.99. So I said, okay, I'll just buy 5. So now I have like 10 of these things in my refrigerator, but they'll last forever. So yeah, I'm set on creamer for a long time. Yeah. But anyways, I got to see the movie for free, so to speak. And I went with my next door neighbor, and the theater was like a ghost town. Now we went to a 12:20 showing, 12:20 in the afternoon, and in front of the theater there's this whole like bank of where you would have like the ticket sellers, and it's behind glass, but there wasn't anybody in there. You had to go inside and buy your ticket, and you had to go to the concession stand to buy your ticket. And once they sold you your ticket, they would put a little tear in it, and they gave it to you, and then they didn't touch it anymore after that. And I had wanted to even buy popcorn, but I just wanted regular popcorn, and all their popcorn was like Cheetos flavored or like Doritos flavored, and I was like, nah, forget the popcorn. So yeah, the place was like a ghost town. Now granted, it was Friday, it was in the middle of the day, but there was just nobody in there. But go see Emma. Emma's a delightful movie. If you don't want to go to the theater, then as soon as you can, rent it on like YouTube movies or but just make sure you see it. But watch it with closed caption, because I saw it and some of the dialogue just went by really fast, and so I'm not quite sure of everything. Plus, I've never read the book. Yes, I've never read the book, and so I wasn't quite sure how everybody was connected. But one thing I will say is that Miranda Hart, who plays Miss Bates, she's just hilarious. If you're not familiar with her work as a British actress, oh, she is hilarious. Now, she's also, or she was in Call the Midwife. But one thing I know about her is that she rode her bicycle from John O'Groats, which is the northern part of Scotland, down to Land's End in Cornwall. And I have always wanted to make that bicycle trip. Ugh, I would love to make that bicycle trip. But anyhow, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I feel like I'm just kind of rambling, and it's just, this is a variety day. And of course, parakeets are very happy, and I'm just like talking outside of my head now, I think. So I will say goodbye, and I hope you all have a great rest of the week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.